Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blades and Barbells. Today I'm working on a project, and it's going to be a project slash review of what I'm working on here. So this is the actual project right here. As you can see, this is actually Peglock. These are some of the pistol mounts that you can get from them, and then you have the standard little pegs there. So if you follow my Instagram or my TikTok account, you've probably seen this before. It's in my gun cabinet, but I'm upgrading some stuff, and I'm doing kind of a how-to on how to use this stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into this. All right, guys. So this is the current setup, the gun cabinet that I have. I got all my firearms set down here right now because I've got to take the mount out of the back there, but the piece that I had in my hand actually goes right across there, and it's got hooks on either side that it locks in on. So what I actually did is I mounted the peg lock to that bracket because I didn't have any way to set my firearms in this way and kind of separate them, and then I want my pistols on this side. So what I did originally was, I'll show you over here, I actually just used double-sided sticky tape and attached it, which was fine for the side that is just holding the rifles or the longer pistols. It's okay because it doesn't have any downward pressure because this thing hangs like this. But on the pistol end down here, these actually basically go inside your barrel. They are coated so they don't scratch the inside of your barrel or anything, but they just kind of hang. And the problem that I have is because of that, it's actually starting to, the downward weight is pulling this way, so it's actually starting to peel it off. So I've come up with a solution, kind of piggybacked off of what they already had designed, and came up with my own fix, so to speak, for this problem. So I'm gonna get into that. All right, guys, so this is what I got. Got the holes drilled, got my my little screws here, so I'm gonna stick the screws through, and then I got a washer here. I'll put the washer on the back side, and if I don't drop them all, let's see if I can do it this way. Washer on the back side. I got these little nuts that were the same thread pitch. Screw them on. Now, I don't really feel the need to like crank these down really crazy tight. They don't need to be, they just need to be able to hold tension is really all I'm looking for. I don't want to, the plate is made out of a polymer, so you could crack it, I guess. I don't think you're gonna, but if you really torqued on it, I guess it's possible. But as you can see with this piece here, I actually cut this one with a little hacksaw. Just cut it because this plate that I'm mounting these to was an odd length for, the plates are 24-inch long. This plate is actually 40 inches, so I had to make it fit. No big deal. It's just, that's how it worked out. But I'm gonna get these screws on and hopefully get this thing put back together, show you guys the finished product. All right, so here's the piece assembled. The side with the screws is the up direction, the way I have it oriented. So I don't really feel a need to put screws on these bottom holes here. Really don't feel like it's gonna do anything because all the tension's on the top. When you stick your handgun on here, all the pressure's going down, which means it's pulling up here, it's pushing on the bottom. So I don't really think it's gonna hurt to I don't feel a need to do it. Just punching more holes for the fun of it, I don't think that's necessary, so I'm not gonna do it. If by chance it does cause an issue down the road, we can adjust it, but this is what the plate actually looks like, and I'm gonna get it installed. All right, guys, so here's the setup. As you can see, what I was talking about with the pistol mounts, when you go to actually hang them, they just slide in on here. Now, it was pulling down and actually separating here and just pulling it. Like I said, it was just stuck together with 3M double-sided tape. which I didn't anticipate holding. So this was my ultimate plan. That's why all my handguns are sitting down here right now, because it was starting to pull away and I didn't want them to fall and get damaged. Couple things I wanted to go over on these guys with you. If you put it on here, you will notice there is just a little bit of drop on some of your bigger calibers. 45 is this 1911's chambered at 45, so they do tip just a little bit. They're long enough it's not going to slide off though, so it's not, I mean, you can mess around with it, ain't going to go anywhere. But in a 1911, these things are really rather heavy, so it's not going anywhere. One thing I wanted to point out though is these can actually be bent. So you can actually, what you want to do is actually set it where you're going to have it, mark it, get the camera on here, mark the side that's going to be up. That way you know where you're orienting it. So let's say hypothetically I wanted to mount it to where the pistol sat like this, or say like this at a kind of an angle. What you can do is you mark where you want it. So if I wanted to bend it at a 45 out this way, I could, you know, set a square on here, get a 45 line, and then mark right here, okay, I want to bend it directly at this bend. Put it in a vise, grab it with a pair of pliers or a hammer, whatever you want to do, and actually bend it. I'm pretty sure they have a YouTube channel where they show you how to do this on Peglock, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know, because these are just, they're just a piece of steel you can bend. But I thought about doing a couple straight up just for the fun of it. The only thing that I will tell you that you can't do with them is 22s. 22, this bolt size is actually bigger than the 22 caliber, so you cannot hang 22s on those. Now, I'm not saying there isn't a way to do it, just on these you can. You could definitely cut this and weld on a shorter or a skinnier thread or skinnier bar and do that. You could definitely do that. I'm not messing with it right now, but definitely an option if you're looking to hang 22s. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing put back together and show you guys. All right, guys, so here's the finished product on the cabinet project. I have to say this has worked out way better than I thought it was going to, just because I've never worked with this stuff before. It was kind of my first time getting it all together. You can see that's quite a bit of weight that's hanging there with what I've got. I mean, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 handguns, and I threw one of my suppressors in there just to kind of give you an idea of other things you could do with it. Just, you know, the cool thing about stuff like this is you're really just limited by your own imagination. Like, you could use this stuff for really anything. You can paint it, but you can see here I've got the little pegs just kind of separating so they don't fall over. I don't want the stuff to get scratched. Keeping everything in a nice, neat order so it's easily accessible. I'm not knocking stuff over, getting a gun out. This is more of the standard, quote unquote standard, of what this stuff is used for. You can see the CZ Scorpion there. You just kind of separate them, put it up there, see where it fits and where you can see some of the holes in the back there, and kind of be like, okay, well, if I put one here and here and one here and here, it's going to be solid. And I mean, it's pretty well mounted up there. It's not falling off. So same with my pistol. It's even tighter. You really got to get a hold of it to yank it off of there. So if I can get it back on, I'm not really worried about it falling off. You can display them. You know, if the kid hits the wall or something, it's not going anywhere. Keeps all your mags on a nice clean display there. Something that I actually did this video once, this portion of it, and went back and actually did this over here. I had this little chunk and I was like, man, what can I do with that? And I thought, you know, I could use it to hang on the side here for other items that I want to hang. So this is actually my Recover Tactical 2020, and I wanted to kind of have it, because it goes with my Glock 19. I wanted to have it close by in case I needed it. And I was like, man, I can use that circle hook and just hang it, and it really sits nice. And I had the other piece, and this is that long bar with the plate I was talking about, and it actually works really nice for hanging a set of earmuffs. So got basically all of my gear right here. Really quickly accessible. I do want to figure out a way to hang my belt, but I haven't done that. I think I'm actually gonna do a whole wall out of wood and paint it black and reattach all the plates to that. I'm gonna add a fourth one up there, give myself a little more options, and then I can have my plate carrier and my belt both over here together. So trying to keep stuff in a neat order. Try to back up here so you guys can get a full view of what I got going on. But yeah, go check out Peglock. I really like their stuff. Like I said, you're only limited by your imagination on this stuff. So cool product. Yeah, hope you guys like the review / install, and go hit the bell, hit the subscribe, and I'll try to keep, bringing you guys new, different styles of content. If you got any requests of stuff you want to see, by all means, throw it in the comments. I do read every comment that I get on here. So hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you next time. Stay tactical.